Youngstown Kitchen Dealer's sign is your guide to kitchen planning headquarters. Your Youngstown kitchen dealer is factory trained. He knows how to make kitchen planning easy. Using the most modern equipment, he can help you plan the kitchen of your dreams right in your own home. Within a matter of minutes, using the specially designed, exclusive Youngstown rule, he'll measure your kitchen and tell you exactly the number of units you need, their size, and where they should be placed to be most valuable to you. And then with these clever little plastic models made to scale, he'll show you exactly how your new dream kitchen will look when finished. A Youngstown Kitchen-A-Tor to replace your old-fashioned sink, base cabinets, wall cabinets, and even the little whatnot shelves, all of them just as they'll look in your finished kitchen. Yes, your dream kitchen is as easy as that if it's a Youngstown kitchen. But let's start with the very heart of the kitchen, the Youngstown Kitchen-A-Tor, successor to the old-fashioned sink. Actually, 2/3 of all kitchen work is done at the sink, the most important appliance in your kitchen. The Youngstown Kitchen-A-Tor makes kitchen work easier, more pleasant. Now for a moment, let's consider the 6 basic jobs your kitchen must do. First, the preparation of food, certainly an important job for any kitchen. Second, the kitchen must provide ample storage space, and storage space for utensils, pots and pans, and other equipment must be convenient. Third, the cleaning of dishes, pots and pans and cutlery is a basic job for the kitchen, and one which can be made easy and pleasant. And fourth, of course, your cooking and baking is a kitchen job, and fifth, refrigeration is usually handled in the kitchen. Sixth, the job of disposing of kitchen waste. When done the old-fashioned way, it is certainly the most unpleasant of all basic kitchen work. Yes, these are the 6 basic jobs your kitchen must perform. Now, 4 of the 6 can be made easier and more pleasant for you by the Youngstown Kitchen-A-Tor plus the Mullinator automatic waste disposer unit. Let's start with the preparation of food. The rinse spray of the Youngstown Kitchen-A-Tor makes vegetable cleaning easy and quick. With the Youngstown Kitchen-A-Tor and Mullinator, potatoes and fruits can be peeled and peelings disposed of right down the drain. While you use one bowl for preparing other foods, the second bowl is ideal for freshening leafy vegetables. Does away with extra pots and pans. Here's a job that just has to be faced after every meal, washing the dishes. But with a new Youngstown Kitchen-A-Tor to help, the chore is done in efficient, straight-line fashion. With the new Mullinator automatic waste disposer unit hidden away beneath the Kitchen-A-Tor, all you have to do is turn on the cold water, flick the Mullinator switch, and scrape waste food into the drain. Completely hidden beneath the Kitchen-A-Tor, the Mullinator disposes of waste quietly and automatically. Does away forever with the old garbage can, gives you a quick, convenient, and sanitary method of disposing of waste, and right at the place where it's most convenient. Now with the dishes scraped, a twist of the wrist converts the bowl into a dishpan. Note that throughout this entire straight-line dishwashing operation, the woman's feet remain within half a 38-inch circle. A light finger pressure on the faucet, and hot water fills the bowl. Add the soap, and she's ready to start her straight-line dishwashing. When the dishes are washed, she places them in the protective wire rack in the second bowl. Rinsing them in hot water is a simple, easy matter with the Kitchen-A-Tor spray. Every surface of each dish is reached by the hot water. The linen drawer keeps dish towels within easy reach. After the dishes are rinsed, they may be left to dry in the rack or wiped immediately. Stacked on the wide and gently sloping drain board, her dishes shine and sparkle. Silverware comes next. After it is wiped, one short step takes her to the cutlery drawer. Dividers keep each type of cutlery neatly separated in the drawer. Pots and pans follow. And when they're dried, they fit in the roomy storage space in the Kitchen-A-Tor. The handy spray rinses off the bowl, and the smooth, rounded, enameled bowl can be wiped out in a matter of seconds. The woman can complete the whole job of scraping, washing, drying, and storing the dishes away without moving outside a half 38-inch circle. And recessed knee and toe space has taken the ache and strain out of dishwashing. Say, washing the dinner dishes is so easy and pleasant with the Youngstown Kitchen-A-Tor, you'll have no trouble in finding plenty of helping hands. But this brings us to the next basic kitchen problem, the problem of storage. The Youngstown Kitchen-A-Tor itself gives you more storage space than the average refrigerator. First, there's the cutlery drawer. It puts many of your utensils right at your fingertips. A cutting board, which can be used as a breadboard, and can be removed and placed over one of the twin bowls to give you added work surface. A rack inside the door holds soap and cleanser boxes and keeps them always within arm's reach. For bulky articles, these compartments offer a whole world of storage space right at your fingertips, together with a metal sliding shelf in which is fitted a vegetable rack. A convenient bread box that fits right into a drawer saves needed space in the kitchen. Yes, here's a whole world of storage space where none existed in the old-fashioned kitchen sink. Another way in which the Youngstown Kitchen-A-Tor helps make your basic kitchen jobs easier. But now, let's use a little movie magic, shall we? Let's say that you already have your Youngstown Kitchen-A-Tor to help make the basic kitchen jobs easier for you. Now let's go on to build a complete Youngstown kitchen. To our Kitchen-A-Tor, we add large, roomy wall cabinets. Base cabinets with more than enough work surface on top and storage space beneath. A rolling door cabinet that's perfect for the storage of condiments and small food containers. A utility cabinet for brooms, mops, and polishes. What-not shelves to add a note of gaiety to your kitchen. Before you know it, you find yourself in the kitchen of your dreams, a Youngstown kitchen that will help you do 4 of the 6 basic kitchen jobs more quickly and pleasantly. Whether you live in a cottage, a mansion, or an apartment, there's a Youngstown kitchen to fit your needs. The kitchen of your dreams can be yours without costly remodeling and at a price you can afford. So for help in planning your kitchen, call your Youngstown kitchen dealer, who is a factory-trained expert. He'll be glad to visit your home, measure your kitchen, and show you in miniature exactly what your kitchen will look like and make your dreams come true with a complete Youngstown kitchen by Mullins.
Boys can have trouble with walls. You take what happened to Jimmy Mitchell here last night. Pleasant family scene, isn't it? Quiet, comfortable, relaxed. And yet there are walls here. Walls that shut these folks off into little compartments all by themselves. There are just 2 ways to get this family together. This is the easy way. You see how easy it was? Suddenly the walls are gone, and there is togetherness for maybe 5 minutes. The hard way, of course, can make the walls disappear for good. But the hard way takes work.
Margie, can I stay down?
I mean it, Jimmy. Go on up to bed right now.
John?
Yes?
Oh, you simply got to do something about that boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, seriously, John, I mean it. He's getting lazy and untidy. He's noisy, and you just saw how destructive he can be.
I know.
No, he's growing up, dear. He needs a man's influence.
He has a man's influence.
Oh, you don't really think you can influence your son sitting in front of a book or a newspaper every night, do you?
As much as you can sitting in front of that TV every day.
But, dear, look, I know Jimmy can be difficult, but you've got to admit he's got something.
Uh-huh. I just wish he didn't have so much of it.
He needs you, dear. Maybe you should be more of a pal to him.
Oh, look, honey, what you need is a good old-fashioned lecture on bringing up kids.
No, I think you're right. There just happens to be a good old-fashioned lecture on kids at the PTA meeting tomorrow night. Matter of fact, there are 2, one after another.
2 lectures? Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. 2 different viewpoints on the subject. And guess who's taking me?
Oh, no, you don't. It's supposed to rain tomorrow night, and I'm going to be sitting right here.
And this can often result in a problem known as the difficult child. Friends, do you have a boy who is often disobedient, disrespectful, stubborn, hostile, destructive? If you have, then, my friends, I'm afraid you have a boy who needs security. For your boy, and every boy, needs the security of being wanted, the security of being loved, the security of belonging. And who can provide it? Why, you, my friends, especially you fathers. Now, what happens to a boy when he doesn't get this security? He develops anxieties, phobias, fixations, regresses into infantile behavior, rejects society, suffers depression of the ego. Is this what you want? The answer lies with you fathers. You can prevent it by being a pal to your son. Be a dad, be a pal, and never forget, fathers, the only thing standing between your boy and a neurotic personality is you. Thank you. Dr. Ives?
Madam Chairman, Professor Burns, ladies and gentlemen. If I were asked to name the 3 biggest nuisances in the world today, I think I'd pick the late spring, the man-eating shark, and the father who tries to be a pal to his boy. I've always wondered why it is that otherwise normal men get the idea their sons want to be pals. You fathers here tonight, when you were a boy, who did you go to the candy store with? Or pop flies to? Or take a hike in the woods with? Your father or the boy across the street? Let's face it, men. The less your dad knew about what you were doing, the better. Boys are by nature liberty-loving little guys who haven't yet been molded by scientific parents and organizations into mass-produced little what-is-its coming off the same assembly line in gray flannel shorts. And speaking of organizations, friends, don't let your boy be a joiner. Some parents seem to think if their boy doesn't join things, he's sick. Don't warp his life by pushing him into a rut. Your boy has the spirit of an eagle. Keep it free.
That speaker knows what he's talking about.
He certainly does.
Wait a minute. Which one do you mean?
Be a pal to your son.
I thought so. You didn't really believe all that, did you?
Of course I believed it. Why, he's a national authority.
Well, if you ask me, he's a national disaster.
Dear, maybe he's got something. Why don't you just try being more of a pal to Jimmy?
All right. All right. Starting tomorrow, I'll be a pal. You'll see more togetherness around this house than in a sardine can. That satisfy you?
Not quite.
Well, what else can I do?
Smile.
I have just resigned from the Be a Pal Club.
But, dear...
That second speaker, that Dr. Ives, was right. Now on, you can find me right between the late spring and the man-eating shark. I wonder if the Air Force would consider sending that piano up one of their rockets.
But, dear, he's just exercising the good old American freedom to do as he pleases. You're the one who agreed with Dr. Ives.
What do you mean?
Your boy has the spirit of an eagle. Keep it free.
Oh, now, wait a minute, aren't you? Jimmy, can't you play that thing some other time? Your mother and I are trying to talk.
I'm supposed to practice, Dad. I take my lesson tomorrow.
Oh. Well, look, why don't you run over to Billy's for a while?
Billy won't be home.
Why not?
He's going to a Cub Scout meeting tonight.
Oh.
Dad,
What?
I could go to the Cub Scouts with Billy and his folks. He asked me to.
Oh, I don't think they'd want you tagging along.
Dad,
Now what?
I wouldn't be tagging along if I joined the Cub Scouts.
Did you say join the Cub Scouts?
Sure, I'd like to join, Dad.
No, I guess not. Maybe some other time.
Maybe they can do something for him.
But the lecturer said...
Maybe he was wrong.
How about it, Dad?
All right. All right, you can go to the Cub meeting.
Yay!
And if you want to join, join, but don't make it a habit.
I forgot. I can't join the Cub Scouts unless you and Mom come to the meeting.
Unless we come to the meeting. I thought the Cub Scouts were for boys.
They are, but the parents go to the meetings too.
Well, how do you like that? Well, I'm sorry, Jimmy, but your mother and I aren't going anywhere tonight. Right, Mom?
Oh, you're so right, dear. We couldn't possibly go anywhere tonight, could we?
Ah, heck.
Shall I get our coats?
I'm not going. Period.
Every boy in this pack is going to want to be in our rocket contest next month. We're going to give out the plans and materials tonight. Of course, the boys will need a little help with this, so you dads better be prepared for a little action. You and your boys are going in the rocket business. Not on a big scale, of course, but I'm sure you'll have lots of...
Mrs. Mitchell, I believe? Yes. Hello, I'm Mrs. Bonaro, den mother of Den 3.
I was wondering if your son would like to join our den.
Would he have far to go? We live on Hickory Street.
Well, I'm Billy's mother, Mrs. Mitchell, and we live almost across the street from you.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Ed Kessler, the Cub Master.
Oh, Mitchell's my name. That was a very interesting meeting, Mr. Kessler. We may drop in again someday.
Well, hope to see you folks regularly now. Parents attend pack meetings with their boys, you know.
Really?
Yes, Cub Scouting is a program for the whole family.
I see. How often do you have these pack meetings? Every week?
Oh, no, just once a month.
Oh, well, that's not so bad then.
It's the den meetings that are held every week.
Den meetings? Do we have to go to those too?
No, just the pack meetings. By the way, where are you folks located?
Hickory Street, 175 Hickory.
Small world, Mr. Mitchell.
Well, how do you mean?
136 Hickory Street.
Oh.
Hurry, boy. It's den meeting day on Hickory Street.
Sure that Jimmy got here on time, his first meeting.
Well, fine. You know, we haven't started yet, so you haven't missed a thing.
Oh, well, I can't stay. I'm so busy, you know.
Oh, I see.
Hi, Jimmy. Hi. Be a good boy, Jimmy.
I'm sure you can't stay, Mrs. Mitchell. You know, I could use an extra hand over there.
Oh, I'd like to, but I have a million things to do around the house. You know how it is.
Yes, I know.
Incidentally, what time do you send the boys home?
Oh, usually the meeting's over around 4:30.
Good. I should get a lot done before Jimmy comes home. Well, it was nice to see you again.
Well, drop by any time, Mrs. Mitchell.
You know, Mrs. Bonaro, I'm awfully glad you're going to be Jimmy's den mother.
Well, I'm glad to have Jimmy with us.
It'll almost be like having an extra babysitter. Sorry to break in on you again, but there was no answer to my knock upstairs, and I thought you might still be down here. I believe I left my bag.
I was going to send Billy over with it, but you beat me to it.
Thanks. By the way, Mrs. Bonaro, I don't know what you did to Jimmy, but he certainly came home full of enthusiasm for cubbing.
That's nice.
He was so excited, he even offered to set the table for supper tonight.
Good. Maybe I should babysit for you more often.
I guess I had that coming.
No, you didn't. I shouldn't have said anything.
I am sorry.
No harm done. You know, we den mothers have very thick skins.
Tell me something. Why do you do it?
Why do I do it?
Being a den mother, I mean. All that work and most of it for other people's kids.
Mrs. Mitchell, has it ever occurred to you that your boy's life will be spent with other people's kids?
No, I can't say it has, but
if you had a chance to influence the boys that your son is growing up with, wouldn't you do it? But the time, Mrs. Bonaro, the effort, and the inconvenience week after week. You know, sooner or later, every parent has to say to himself, either my boy is worth the time, the effort, and the inconvenience, or he isn't. And my boy is.
Well, I'm leaving for Mrs. Johnson's now, dear.
Okay, honey, have a good time. We'll be all right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'll be out in the garage if you need anything, Jimmy.
Could you help me get my rocket started first, Dad?
Well, I can't now, son. Too busy.
But they said our fathers were supposed to help us.
Well, never mind what they said. I mean, you don't want me fooling around with that thing anyway, Jimmy.
Sure I do, Dad.
Well, maybe some other night. You run along now and start your rocket.
But they said...
Now, look, I can't help you now, you understand? So let's drop the subject. Oh, I'll be out in the garage if you need anything important.
Hi. Remember me? Ed Kessler. We met the other night at the PAC meeting.
Oh, yes.
Thought I'd just drop by for a second and see how you're getting started.
Yeah, not so hot, I'm afraid. You know anything about carburetors?
Oh, I mean getting started with Cub Scouting. I don't know a thing about carburetors.
Oh. Well, all right, I guess.
You know, you folks are coming in at a good time. That rocket race is sure going to be a doozy.
Is that so?
Oh, sure. Give a boy something he can use his imagination on, and he'll buy it every time.
You don't say.
By the way, I hope you got Jimmy started right. You see, with rockets, everything depends on cutting down the wind resistance.
Well, how come you're so interested in all this mumbo-jumbo, Mr. Kessler?
I guess because I'm interested in my son.
Well, for your information, friend, I'm interested in mine, too.
Oh, relax, Mitchell. Nobody said you weren't.
You know, sometimes I can't figure that kid of mine out. He's always had everything he's ever wanted, and yet...
You figure you're not getting to first base with him, right?
How'd you know that?
I'm a father, too.
Yeah, but my boy is so different. I'm really different.
I got news for you. All boys are different. So are the dads. The trick is to get them to understand each other.
Sure, but how?
Well, you can't get to understand anybody unless you get fairly close to them. I mean, like you and Jimmy work on something together. Like this rocket. You lick the same problems, you get the same kicks.
Wait a minute. You're not about to tell me that I should be a pal to him, are you?
No, why?
Well, never mind.
Look, I don't claim to be an authority or anything, but I figure that's what all these Cub Scout projects are about. To help a man and his boy find out what makes each other tick.
Yeah, it sounds good, but does it work?
Well, it worked for me. And my boy was as different as they come, believe me.
You mean you and your boy don't have problems anymore?
Are you kidding? Sure we have problems, but now we can talk to each other and work them out.
Yeah, but these projects that they work on, you know, they seem to be a little bit too tough for a boy to do himself.
Well, that's on purpose. Gives you a reason to step in and help him over the rough places.
Uh-huh. And suddenly I wake up and find he's dependent on me.
No, he isn't. Not if you use your head and help him without smothering him.
Well, what's the payoff on all this, or is there one?
Oh, I think there is. Say 5 or 10 years from now, you and Jimmy have a problem. I mean, a real toughie. Well, it could just be that the only reason you work it out is that you found out how to talk to each other when he was an 8-year-old Cub Scout. Look, I'm no expert, Mitchell, but I figure that's what Cub Scouting's all about. The real payoff comes later, when you both need it the most.
You're making sense, except for one thing. 8 years old isn't very old. You know, this kind of thing's gonna work itself out in time.
Mr. Mitchell, when a boy is 8 years old, how much more time do you think you've got?
Jimmy. Jimmy, are you down there? Are you down here, Jimmy? Jimmy? Are you up there, Jimmy? Jimmy? Hi.
Hi.
I was beginning to wonder where you were.
I guess I fell asleep.
I know. I thought you were downstairs working on on our rocket.
I broke it.
Yes, I saw. Well, accident will happen.
I broke it on purpose.
Oh. Well, look, I'll pick up another one tomorrow, okay?
I guess I don't want to make one anymore, Dad.
You don't?
Besides, I'm not a very good whittler anyway.
Well, now, isn't that a coincidence? You just happen to be talking to the best whittler this side of Tom Sawyer.
I didn't know you could whittle, Dad.
Well, sure, I can whittle. Tell you what, tomorrow night after supper, you and I will start working on a new rocket. I happen to know quite a bit about rockets, too.
You do?
Oh, yes. You see, with rockets, everything depends on cutting down the wind resistance. Now, our rocket's going to be a doozy. Look.
You got some grease on your nose, Dad.
Oh.
Here,
I
want
forgot
me
my
to try?
handkerchief. Yeah, thanks. How's that? Thank you, Jimmy. Now, look. You see this? This is the nose cone here, and over here is where...
Say, whatever happened to the walls on Hickory Street? Well, for some reason, there aren't as many as there used to be. And in at least one family we know of, they're extinct.
What's the matter, man? You nervous or something?
Who, me?
Who else? You sure got the jitters.
These ain't the jitters. These are what we call the all-overs.
Hey, hold it. Can you cure them?
Sure, if you act now. Today, more so than ever before, or ever again, it's easy to see why a bottler interested in building his business has to make the right move. Wherever he looks, he can't miss seeing problems. Some loom as large as private labels. Others as small as powders and tablets. Or as loud as cans. cans of juices and soft drinks, rolling onto shelves once filled by his bottles. If he tries to forget powders and cans, he still sees his territory threatened by the warehouse of a giant chain store with fleets of delivery trucks waiting to replace his own. And when he shifts his gaze from store sales, what hits him?
Spots. Spots before his eyes, all over his territory. For every spot where the public can buy the Pepsi Heat bottles, there are hundreds where they can't. Clusters of potential outlets and every one a drain hole. A drain hole of lost advertising dollars. Dollars spent to make people want to buy Pepsi, but lost forever. Wherever people can't buy the Pepsi they want. Every untapped location a source of lost profit.
All over, potential outlets lose sales every time anyone has to pay to sample the #1 fountain cola drink.
My, but that looks good.
Bottler's nightmare. A customer who buys cartons of Pepsi to serve at home learns to like the drink that quenches her thirst away from home, regardless of brand.
And if the taste doesn't identify the brand, her eyes do. Is it any wonder he's got the all-overs?
Okay, so he's got the all-overs and got 'em bad, but sitting in his chair and worrying won't cure them. The only sure cure is actually his greatest opportunity.
It's safe, it's all his, and it's wide open. The sure cure for the all-overs.
Great
If what?
if he can make the cure work.
All it takes is learning from experience. The experiences of both leading cola brands and of both their strengths and weaknesses. The strength of Coca-Cola is in the fountain. It must be, because that's where it outsells Pepsi by nearly 6-1. That's where its advertising dominates customers' attention, stimulating the buying impulse, suggesting the colloquial order.
Give me a Coke. 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 Give me a Coke.
The result is that for every glass of Pepsi sold, Coke sells glass after glass after glass, each one producing more revenue for building sales leadership.
That's what Coke has working for it. Fountain distribution, dominant in-store advertising, that colloquial order, and all the money that comes from fountain leadership.
Against that strength, Pepsi packs a punch with 5-fold power. Though not yet dominant, the Pepsi trademark is overwhelmingly preferred when people buy cola by the carton. It is the only cola drink that now provides a total soft drink dispensing system for fountains and has pioneered in introducing the newest transfer tank equipment. Furthermore, it's the only cola drink that offers all supplies and services through a franchise bottler, a local distributor in the business of selling Pepsi totally and exclusively.
It's no accident that in Pepsi's greatest strength lies the other cola's most vulnerable weakness. Instead of total distribution through franchise bottlers, indifferent jobbers supply the #1 fountain cola as a loss leader for unloading everything from tobacco to razor blades. As a result, many suppliers handle different products and services of varying quality and dependability, while the company itself sends around merchandising reps to take care of in-store advertising. The total effect of this uncoordinated system is obvious to any dealer, any businessman who knows the score.
So if a dealer needs CO2, what's he to do? And when he's nervous about refrigeration service, or runs out of syrup, and maybe glasses, even money, wants advertising, has problems, he doesn't see what's so double damn funny. There's no concealing Pepsi's shortcomings. They can be summed up in 2 words. But since there is now available all the advertising that can be placed and all the company people requested by bottlers, the basic weakness is not enough outlets.
Today, Pepsi's position in fountain sales is the same as it was in 1954 for the home market, where Coke outsold Pepsi nearly 6-1. It took less than 10 years to change that picture drastically. But now, as never before, and maybe never again, the same opportunity exists for fountain syrup sales.
It's a big opportunity that's been growing bigger every year. Since 1958, the fountain business has been growing at an unprecedented rate, but Pepsi has yet to maintain its proportionate share. And the reason is clear to anyone who looks to see where the money comes from. They sure are all over.
That's the only sure cure for the all-overs.
Could be in 10 years.
Definitely in 10 years, for everyone who realizes that this is the year to start moving.
It means getting out all over, out of the car and into the outlets. Studying prices of competitive products and the different kinds of equipment.
It looks like a big job, but like any job, it's easy to do when forces are assigned to make the program work.
All sales and service personnel training will be taken care of nationally. Initially in Pepsi Cola fountain syrup workshops, then continuing in the field by the company and equipment suppliers. Their textbook will be the new Fountain Syrup Manual, the only tool any salesman needs for opening fountain accounts, whether or not the outlet sells any other brand of cola.
Start with a new account.
Any account?
A restaurant or a drive-in. What does it take to open that door and their eyes?
First of all, there is the welcome news of Pepsi's single source of supply, a local businessman franchised to deliver and service the complete line of product and equipment. Not only is Pepsi the brand most people want to serve at home, but ever since 1949, it has grown faster than the entire cola industry.
Although Pepsi's single source distribution answers most major objections to serving more than one cola, some outlets may need to be reminded of the benefits of competition.
They don't carry one brand of cigarettes or gum or candy because they know people buy more where they can choose their favorite brand. And with the demand for Pepsi growing faster than for any other cola, a fountain needs it to keep competitive so customers can order the brand they prefer, rather than pay to sample whatever is served. People may accept what is available, but they go where they can get what they want.
More than giving them what they want, the right dispenser, rightly positioned, can stimulate the impulse to buy, an impulse that grows into an urge, the more often it is stimulated.
Syrup transfer tanks empty faster when Pepsi dominates the fountain because each on-the-spot advertisement triggers memories. Memories of messages, millions of messages.
For those who think young. When lively folks work up a thirst, you'll hear them ask for Pepsi first. They choose the light one, the bracing bright one. Now it's Pepsi for those who think young.
Today's lively pace calls for lively refreshment. Light, bracing Pepsi. Its clean, bright taste really drenches your thirst. Wherever you go, say Pepsi, please.
When you say Pepsi, please, you're putting yourself among people who like their leisure. With Pepsi, the drink that's young. So go ahead and pick the drink that lets you drink young as you think. Yes, get the right one, the modern light one. Now it's Pepsi for those who think young.
Pepsi's success in stores proves that nothing generates sales like offering people more for their money. A basic appeal that is equally powerful in keeping fountains busy selling syrup drinks. Regular price specials are the ultimate inducement for the response.
And Pepsi, please.
Repeated consistently and often enough.
Pepsi, please. Pepsi, please. Pepsi, please. Pepsi, please.
The familiar phrase finally becomes automatic.
Pepsi, please. A Pepsi, please. Pepsi, please. A Pepsi, please. Pepsi, a Pepsi, please. Pepsi, please. A Pepsi, please. A Pepsi, please. A Pepsi, please. Pepsi, please.
Pepsi, please, all over. The sure cure for any attack of the all-overs, because...
"27 minutes by the clock. In these 27 minutes, she bought 35 items, spent $16.42, and has 164 more stamps for her book. Once again, she has completed her job as purchasing agent for her family. This woman, and over 50 million family shoppers like her, spend more than $1 billion every week in America's food stores. Together, they comprise the market for the world's biggest business. And in each shopping tour, the exhaustive efforts of research and development, the careful planning of production and packaging, persuasive forces of advertising and selling, the creative skills of store engineering and operation, the motivating powers of merchandising and promotion, all are put to the decisive test. Here, everything is at stake and succeeds or fails as customers buy or pass by. The average customer spends $1,125 in her supermarket each year, and for its service, the store takes less than $15 in net profit. And profits, so vital to new store construction and expansion, improved facilities and customer services, are growing thinner year by year. To reestablish a more sound profit structure is certainly the great challenge confronting the food business today. To meet it, we must know more about our business, our stores, and how to operate more productively. We must gain a deeper understanding of the customer, her habits, motivations, dislikes, and preferences. It is with these objectives that Progressive Grocer magazine presents the Colonial Study. Colonial, big, fast-moving, aggressive. Its 450 stores serve 236 communities in 10 states. More than 2 million customers pass through its checkouts each week and ring up annual sales in excess of $450 million. Its 7 divisions extend from Columbus, Ohio to Jacksonville, Florida, with headquarters in Atlanta. Colonial, twice voted Brand Name Retailer of the Year, and the nation's 11th largest food store chain, is headed by an able, dynamic president, Carl J. Reif.
Supermarketing is a rewarding business. It's fast-moving and exciting. It's competitive and demanding. To keep Colonial growing in sales and profits demands the best. The best in plant and store facilities, the best in policies and methods, and especially in the standards of operation. But the great impetus for Colonial's growth lies in its people. Our company will grow as its people grow in knowledge and ability. We have a lot of people, nearly 13,000 full and part-time employees in all. In the stores themselves, we find most employees,
8 out of every 10 doing their jobs connected with running a supermarket. The planning, ordering, receiving, preparing perishables, building displays, stocking, and checking. This great dynamic marketplace never stands still. Continuing change and creative thinking are imperative in this most competitive business. In only 12 years, the size of the average colonial store has doubled. It stocks more than twice as many items, and the volume has increased twofold. This growth, in turn, has generated a significant change in the duties and responsibilities of the store manager. He has assumed a broader and more responsible role in our company's growth. This is Ralph Humes, manager of our Northgate store in Durham. Today, Ralph manages a $3.5 million annual business. This is 10 times the size of the store he worked in 10 years ago. He supervises 74 employees and serves more than 18,000 customers each week. He controls and maintains a fast-moving inventory of nearly 8,000 different food and household items. To succeed today, the store manager must be both an administrator and a businessman, because each colonial supermarket must meet the needs and preferences of its customers in a particular community which it serves. And you know the customer wants never stop changing. Her search for something new, something better, never ends. How much do we really know about her, this customer of today? How does she differ from 1955 or even 1960? If we are completely honest with ourselves, we must admit that our knowledge is not adequate. The colonial study, undertaken jointly with Progressive Grocer, brings vital new facts about the customer and the supermarket to the food industry. Most of us recognize Progressive Grocer's past projects. The Providence, Food Town, Super Value, and Dillon studies are milestones of direct and practical service to our business. The colonial study ranges broader, probes even deeper into the areas that show us how to make more profits. Profits, after all, are our main objective. Profits that generate growth, foster innovation, create new opportunities for people as well as companies. Digging into the study, I believe that people in every part of our industry, manufacturer and retailer alike, can find answers to some very fundamental questions we face in business today. Questions such as these.
How well does the modern supermarket meet the changing needs and wants of its customers?
What effect do these changes have in the merchandise mix, the number and variety of items a store handles?
And how can each store develop maximum profits from the community it serves?
To get the answers, the colonial study combines two massive research projects. The first, a complete examination of the supermarket, the products it handles, and the contribution of each to store sales and profits. A bank of nearly 250,000 IBM cards gives a detailed profile of each of the 7,500 products sold in colonial supermarkets. A profile made up of 21 basic measurements and figures. They show how each item compares with others in its category, where it fits in within its department, how it contributes in its own individual way to the overall store operation. It is these differences that the colonial study examines in detail. The study also includes two special reports, an analysis of direct store-delivered items, and a net profit study of 7 major departments: meat, produce, dairy, frozen foods, health and beauty aids, and other non-foods and grocery items. The value of this information goes far beyond headquarters use. It can be applied directly and profitably by supervisors, store managers, manufacturers, brokers, and salesmen. The customer. Her shopping habits and attitudes represent part 2 of the colonial study. After all, not one single product moves from supermarket shelves until she walks in the door. And customers come in more shapes, sizes, and varieties than the products they buy. Progressive Grocer interviewers checked and observed more than 12,000 colonial customers during the same period that the store audit was being made. The shoppers were not only cooperative, They were really interested.
Ask you some questions, if I may.
That will be just fine.
Good.
In reviewing the findings, it is well to remember that customers are people, not statistics, and that averages alone can be misleading. The report shows that while supermarket customers do have a great deal in common, there are also some very significant differences, especially when studied in terms of age of shopper, family size, and income level, breakdowns which are included in the study. Let's take new products, for example. How many does she buy? How does she react? We asked Colonial customers about new product purchases and found that 16 out of every 100 said that they had bought something new that day, a type of product that they had not used before. We found younger shoppers to be more adventurous product triers than their mothers. That women, on the average, buy 50% more new items than do men, and that income level has a direct bearing on both incidence and type of new product purchase. We also noted the item purchased and why she bought it for the first time. Our questioning then turned to brand switching, a subject that continues to grow in importance as competition builds and space tightens. We asked, did you buy a brand of a product today other than the brand you normally buy? 1 shopper in 5 said yes, she had. She named her regular brand, showed us the one she had switched to, and told us why she did so. The comments are illuminating, ranging from on sale to I couldn't find my regular brand to I just thought I'd compare it. The recent weakening of traditional pricing practices and beliefs, spurred on by discounting, loss leadering, and new promotional approaches, has made competitive yet profitable retail pricing a subject of industry-wide concern and interest. What does the customer know about retail prices? To find out, we played The Price is Right with a panel of nearly 2,700 customers. Our objective was to determine how many shoppers know the prices of a few specific items among the 7,500 carried in a single store. We selected 60 most heavily advertised and promoted products and asked shoppers what they believed the regular price of 10 of these items to be.
How much do you think this item would be? Is it 28 cents? 28 cents. Now, how about the Campbell's tomato soup? 10 cents. 10 cents a can. How about your Hellman's mayonnaise? I don't use it, so I don't know. How about your... You don't use one, you don't use the Hellman's. Now, how about your evaporated milk? I don't use that either.
The price awareness findings will surprise some. The conclusions one can draw are many and varied. You will find the complete report in the Colonial study. Many retailing companies today are taking a new look at the way they present and promote manufacturer brands and their own labels. To clarify the brand picture, Progressive Grocer interviewers tabulated brand purchases at checkout counters. Our objective was to find out what kinds of customers buy private and manufacturer brands and determine, if possible, trends among products and categories. The results, reported by income level, show, for example, that private label detergent purchases seem to drop as income level rises. On the other hand, income seems to have little effect in the case of a category like salad dressing. In a complete customer traffic study, marketing students from North Carolina State University tracked customers on their shopping tours, noting when and how customers shop, the amount of time they take, how much they spend, and the percentage of people who pass or purchase items in 100 specific supermarket locations. It is clear that findings like these can be used to schedule a store's workforce more efficiently, aid in store planning and equipping, provide a guide to hotspots for more effective product display and merchandising, and even alter established promotion concepts. For example, customers were asked when they preferred to shop. 88% said Tuesday or Thursday. However, in the last 21 hours of the week, Friday morning until Saturday closing, the average Colonial store serves 46% of its customers and does 57% of the week's business. Perhaps something can be done to spark this customer preference to action and move shopping further back into the week. However, in the midst of all this research, let us remember that the grocery business is not just facts, figures, sizes, packs, and prices. Nothing can replace the vital human side of our business. And the human side came forth loud and strong when we asked customers to give us the areas of greatest difference among supermarkets. They said store personnel was most important, with store services a close second, followed by meat, produce, grocery, and dairy. And again, when we asked customers why they shop in the stores they do, friendliness and courtesy of store people ranked first, with 4 times as many votes as price. The study also shows that among every 100 customers, 2 are shopping the store for the first time. This means that in 1 year, as many new customers try out the store as the store's total number of regular customers. Now, since the store's most powerful appeal is its people in converting first-timers to regulars, it is difficult to overestimate the importance of the quality and attitude of store personnel. The Colonial study delves into scores of other areas: the use of recipes on packages, customer preferences in non-foods, the appeal of premiums and contests, attitudes toward trading stamps, merchandise variety, and store services. It is indeed refreshing in this credit card age we live in to find that a resounding 84% of customers do not want a supermarket charge account. And finally, Progressive Grocer conducted a series of merchandising tests to bring new knowledge and greater effectiveness into the area of promotions and features. A full shelf study, an analysis of sales from shelf extenders, a report on special displays, an evaluation of the power of shelf position, and a report on the effectiveness of shelf product spotters are a few of our special tests. The complete Colonial study will unfold month by month in the editorial pages of Progressive Grocer. It is also available in this 136-page book. Here to tell you how to apply the Colonial study to your business is Robert W. Miller, publisher and editor of Progressive Grocer.
This big project provides a sharper insight into supermarket operation and supermarket customers than has ever before been assembled. No one individual or even one company can absorb and apply all of the findings and recommendations in this report. Yet for every person engaged in food retailing, in distribution, and manufacturing, presidents, sales managers, buyers, marketing and advertising executives, personnel training men, store planners, supervisors, store managers, owners, store employees, and salesmen. All will find the study of direct, practical value. Some of us are wary of statistics, so it should be pointed out that while many of the Colonial findings are expressed in figures, these figures represent real things: products, promotions, pricing, cases, sales, customers, profits, inventories and turnovers, investments. Things we understand, things we work with every hour of every day. In the few minutes that follow, we shall try to offer some observations, conclusions, and recommendations. This new research is offered in the hope that it will broaden even more our knowledge and understanding of our business, move us to greater cooperation and thus to serve more effectively the American shopper and her family.
You're watching a woman making up her mind. She's buying ice cream, and she has to make a choice. This is the moment of choice. How does she make her decision? What does she consider? What motivates her to choose Swift's, Borden's, Park Lane, or Sealtest? What goes on in a woman's mind anyhow? The
The man wearing the apron is Maury Penn. He's an advertising man, not a store clerk. The fact is, Maury works for N.W. Air, the Sealtest advertising agency. Maury went to Florida, and we went with him to find out why people buy Sealtest. We went into this store, and because we wanted honest, unself-conscious answers, we built a special display. The display accomplished two purposes. It attracted shoppers, as you'll see, and it concealed our motion picture camera and sound recording equipment. Here's the sound equipment. And here's the 16mm camera. This is how the camera sees through this opening. There's Maury, and on the left, Ray Garcia, Sealtest sales manager in Tampa. This is a shopper's view of the display. It would take more than a sharp eye to spot the lens. See it now? Incidentally, no one did discover the camera all the time we were there. The wireless microphone was attached to the back of Maury's clipboard. Maury temporarily took the job of manager of the ice cream department. And of course, we arranged maximum display for Red Raspberry Royale. And we did one thing more to test the sincerity of the people who said they always bought Sealtest. We packed some of the same ice cream, Red Raspberry Royale, in unfamiliar cartons. Red Raspberry Twirl in Wellesley Farms packages. A brand never before seen in Florida went into the cabinet right next to Sealtest. Oh, there was one other thing. Sealtest was priced at 99 cents a half gallon. We marked Wellesley Farms at 79 cents. Whenever he could, Maury would try to sell the customer off Sealtest and on Wellesley Farms. The same ice cream, but a brand the shopper never heard of.
Yes, you know...
Oh, and I know Sealtest is wonderful ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
How much is the pint?
Pint is 29 cents. Do you always buy Sealtest?
Oh, yes. Used to have stock in it.
Oh, you did?
Used to, yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, that's a good reason.
Yeah, sure. It's good. It's good ice cream. Well, I've got 4 half gallons. I can't put them all into the heat here today? No.
Giving something away now.
Just half gallons. We're just looking how nice the display looks.
What is the reason for the display?
New flavors.
Come on over this way a minute. I want to show you the flavors. This is red raspberry in the half gallons, and then we have it in the pints.
Oh, is this something new?
Well, you know, do you know that Sealtest comes out every so often with a new flavor?
Oh, I see.
This is a new flavor.
Oh, I see.
But I handle the whole ice cream.
Oh, uh-huh. You had
Do you always buy Sealtest?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
I think it's the best. It has a wonderful taste, you know, and it has that nice creamery, you know, flavor to it, you know. I prefer that much more than any other ice cream.
You want to step up here just a minute? I want to show you an ice cream. Now, this Sealtest red raspberry, which looks exactly like that. It puts vanilla ice cream with a raspberry puree to it. That's 99. We also have another raspberry twirl, red raspberry twirl, made by Wellesley Farms, and that's only 79 if you were thinking of buying this raspberry.
Well, I'll send my son in tonight. I just want to buy this but I'll send him in and have him try it. Is that the way it looks there?
Yes. How do you think that looks?
Looks good. Looks delicious.
Well, I'm not allowed to eat much of it here, but...
No? I see. Oh, it looks good, yeah.
If you were buying, which would you buy? Would you buy this Wellesley Farm?
No, I'd buy the Sealtest every time. I would. Well, you know, I'll tell you why. Now this is 99, and that's 79.
Yeah.
Now there is a reason why. That's 79, and this is 99, right? Now this couldn't be as good as this. I don't think so. Because why do they make it cheaper then? You know, the public never benefits.
Well, they tell me it's the same thing. I don't know whether it is or not.
Well, now, you mean to tell me that they'd want to lose money on it? If these people sell it for 99 and they sell it for 7? Now,
What is the difference?
Between the red raspberry and the red raspberry twirl?
Well, they tell me there is no difference. Of course, this is made by Wellesley Farms.
Oh, well, I know
what do
which
you
one I
generally
want.
buy? Pardon?
Sealtest.
Why is that?
I always buy Sealtest.
Oh, you did?
Sealtest is good ice cream.
Mm-hmm. Well, this Wellesley Farms is 20 cents cheaper.
It is.
No? Why is that?
I don't know. Every time I buy something, you know, with 20 cents off, 10 cents off, it turns out it isn't worth a darn. I throw it away, so I've thrown away the money that I would have saved.
Oh,
more than the money I would have saved. I've always been satisfied with Sealtest, and there's no sense in changing now.
We have something else here, which is Wellesley Farms. And it's the same thing. It's called Red Raspberry Twirl, but it's the same ice cream, so they tell me. It's 20 cents cheaper. This is 79. 99, this is 70.
What?
Oh,
More water
company.
content or something?
Water.
Well, that's what it is.
Well, it's ice cream.
No, I'll take, thank you.
You'll-
I'll pay the 99 cents.
The seal
Get
test.
a little more milk rather than water.
Thank you.
Fine.
Red Raspberry Royale in the pints?
No, the red raspberry twirl.
Oh, the Red Raspberry, the Wellesley Farms. No, I only have those in a half gallon.
Okay.
You,
Raspberry and vanilla?
well,
Oh.
this is the Sealtest up here, and the Twirl, they say, is the same as the Royale. Do you buy this brand?
Yes,
Sealtest?
Yes, they're butter almond.
Oh, you like that?
Oh, we love it.
Let me see, are you interested in this today?
You
Not
have
that
a
I'm
pint?
selling it,
No.
because I'm selling any of it.
No, do you have a pint size in it?
Yes.
Okay, I'll take a pint in that then.
Well, listen, this Red Raspberry sells for 99, and this Wellesley Farms is 79, half gallon.
I've never heard of that. Wellesley Farms.
Well, they tell me it's the same as that, 20 cents cheaper.
The same as Sealtest?
Pardon?
Same as Sealtest? Manufactured National Dairy.
Well, that's what they say, it's the same.
Oh, let's try it. It doesn't have any Sealtest on here at all.
Why, does the name Sealtest mean that much?
Some people
20
do.
cents? Not to you.
To me, it doesn't to me.
Mhm.
But if I want good ice cream, and my kids eat this stuff like it's milk.
Yes.
Now, this is solid red raspberry, right?
No, this is vanilla with raspberry, as they call it, royaling through it.
Oh.
It's like a puree, ground up. It looks just like that. I opened the box here yesterday and looked at it.
And that's supposed to be the same thing, only 20 cents cheaper.
That's what they tell me.
Is this a new brand?
Yes, it's, I know it's an older brand, but I think it's new to this store.
It's supposed to be as good as Sealtest, huh?
Well, I don't know. I'd have to
Are you
eat those.
taking a survey?
No, I'm just the manager here. In fact, I was going to ask you what brand you do prefer, because we're getting so many different brands, I've got to clean one of them out.
We use Sealtest all the time.
No, well,
That's corn.
They don't put that in the stuff.
No.
what's that?
Langs.
Oh.
Sometimes we buy Langs, but we like the butter almond
In
in
Sealtest.
Sealtest.
That's a good thing to know. Why do you lady shoppers buy? Do you buy like brand names, or do you buy just
Certainly you buy brand names. You have to.
Well,
I don't do the shopping. I see thousands of shoppers every week, but I don't know why they shop.
We came up especially to get chicken.
Oh.
It's 29 cents. It's their brand name, see?
There's
Yeah.
Swift,
Yeah.
Purina, there's all brand names.
Uh-huh.
And I pay extra for a brand name. What you have to do anyhow.
Why is that?
Because you're assured that there's quality in that can or that jar or that package of some kind.
Of all the reasons for choosing Sealtest over other brands, more shoppers mentioned a difference in taste. I just think it tastes better became a very familiar line. Listen.
You prefer over all the other brands of ice cream here?
Sealtest.
Really?
Always get Sealtest. Everywhere. Anywhere, I mean, other than, like, if I'm shopping now, he will probably. Because, see, my husband, I go for the best of everything. And Sealtest has always been, to me, the best.
I see.
Of all ice creams. I've always liked Sealtest best.
Is there any special reason why?
No, except I just think it tastes better. I mean, it's just better ice cream, I think.
Why did you, just for my own information, buy this particular flavor? Why did you?
Oh!
Well, we've been buying some ice cream from the same brand, see?
From Sealtest.
And that's why I have
We like because it's cream, it's good taste.
I see.
All the time, it's good. They had what was that, pineapple orange last Sunday?
Yes, let me see what
that was
was
delicious.
Hawaiian something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, and they don't have it anymore, huh?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
You have to find out if you liked it
It
that
was
much.
good.
I know what it was called. Hawaiian pineapple orange royale. That was it.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, do you buy any other kinds of ice cream? Any other brands?
I have, but I always go back to Sealtest.
Really? Well, why? Why is that?
And just like it better. We like the taste of it better. Well, I like the Sealtest better than I do the other ones. I don't know. That may be just personal. I like
Could you tell me why you like it?
Well, it just tastes better to me.
Tastes better?
Yeah.
Some women choose Sealtest because of the ingredients.
I just wondered why you bought Sealtest rather than the other brands, because I'm taking a little personal survey on my own here today.
Well, let me see, because it tastes like it's made out of the real ingredients. To me, it does. The other is, I tried that Swift last week, and we didn't like that at all. Bye-bye. And we usually buy the Sealtest. In fact, I usually buy half a gallon every week, but I can...
Which name do you buy generally when you buy?
I like Sealtest. I usually always pick up Sealtest.
Let's see.
But,
is there any reason why you would buy Sealtest rather than these other brands?
Well, I like it because it seems to be richer.
Vanilla?
Yeah.
I'm concerned because I'm managing here and I will have to drop one of the brands, because it's getting too crowded here. Which one wouldn't you recommend I drop?
The Sealtest.
The Sealtest. How long have you been buying that brand?
Oh, it's been my favorite for ages. I don't know. It seems like it's a better cream for my stomach.
Several women would choose a premium ice cream if it wasn't so expensive. But it's interesting. Once they decide against paying the premium, they don't buy the lowest priced regular brands.
I saw you buy Sealtest.
I bought Sealtest this time. My husband prefers
It's vanilla.
the Lady Borden's. Is that what that is in the brown?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
the round.
But when he's not home, I buy
Oh, you do?
cheaper.
You sneak it, huh?
Yeah.
You buy it because of the price or because of the taste? Do you think it tastes as
Oh,
good?
I think that tastes better, but it's more expensive.
I see.
And the kids eat it in milkshakes or with chocolate sauce on or something. They like it.
Well, now the Borden's ice cream in the, not the Lady Borden, but the other in the half gallons is 10 cents cheaper than the Sealtest.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, I like Sealtest. In fact, when I don't buy the Lady Borden's, I usually go to Sealtest because I like it.
We're trying to, at least I'm trying to get rid of one of these products along here in one of the names, and I don't know which one.
Sealtest is about the best I think they have here.
Yeah.
Other than Borden's, Lady Borden's.
Which one do you like best?
Over this?
No, I mean, which one do you...
I get Lady Borden's or Sealtest every time I get ice cream. Either one.
Which one is the
And
best?
if I'm getting the regular, instead of getting regular Borden's, I'll get Sealtest over
I
this. But
see.
Lady Borden's, I think, is better, the coffee ice cream.
I see.
But this I like Sealtest, I'll get over the regular Borden's.
I see.
I like Sealtest ice cream.
Why, this is salt pan.
Hmm?
Why isn't
You're trying a new recipe?
Oh.
I don't know whether I'll try that or
Why don't you just let me have the...
Well, how do you people buy when you do? Do you buy
I
by
usually buy...
brand name? I mean...
Well, ice cream?
Yeah.
I buy Sealtest because I like it usually.
Mm-hmm. Just by the name.
Well, I'll tell you why. It's probably nobody else buys it for this reason, but when I lived at home, we used to have excellent ice cream at a dairy, and when we couldn't get it, we got Sealtest ice cream.
I see.
So,
well,
and I guess I just like Sealtest. However, Lady Borden's coffee is better than any of them, but Sealtest doesn't put out a special
I see.
like Borden's. But who can afford Lady Borden's ice cream when everybody eats that much at their house?
Some women purchase Sealtest because of the special flavor.
Well, as far as the brand is concerned, I like them both, but we like red raspberries.
I see. So you're buying...
I'm buying this because of the flavor.
Uh-huh. So, in other words, you buy the concoctions of flavors rather than just plain. I see.
Well, my little boy happens to like red raspberry.
Come here and say that again.
That red raspberry ice cream is the best ice cream we ever had.
Really? Well, do you always use Sealtest?
I like Sealtest the best. Yes, Sealtest would, good complaint. I mean, you're a good man.
Yeah, that's right.
Sealtest has this, thing of the month, you know?
Yeah, flavor.
Flavor of one
month, I guess you'd call it.
They get something good and then that's all they ever have of it. Like this one, my husband loved it and we ate a lot of it, and every place I went, I just chased over town trying to find it, you know?
Frustrated, yeah.
Yeah.
What was the flavor?
Was it caramel nut royal or something like that? It had a picture of Bat Masterson or one of those. Yeah, one of those Western.
Caramel.
That was it, I think.
Almond. Yeah. You like that?
Very, very much. And I've never seen it again. That was close to a year ago, I guess.
I see. Well, maybe they'll have it coming out again in certain
But I just
seasons.
can't understand why they don't at least keep making a little of it, you know? You get it beyond it.
A number of people connect our product with our advertising and packaging. And even though they didn't come right out and say advertising played a part in their decision to buy Sealtest, our advertising was in their mind at the moment they were choosing between brands. Listen to another.
You always buy Sealtest?
Always buy Sealtest, put it over.
Oh, you always buy the same place?
Yeah, we like that.
Well, have you seen this flavor? Step over here a minute and take a look at this. This is red raspberry. Let your wife see there, too.
Yeah, that looks good, doesn't it, on the picture?
You like the carton? All of it?
It's real attractive.
Well, listen, I'm thinking of maybe dropping one of these brands along here. And I'm interested to find out from all the customers here what brand they would rather not drop and what brand you would rather buy if you had your choice. So,
You mean the brand of ice cream?
yes. No, I don't mean the flavor. I mean
Flavor,
the
he
brand.
means the brand.
Right. Sealtest.
Yeah.
Well, I'll chalk one up for Sealtest.
Yeah. Well, we always do.
We always put that in Sealtest milk.
And Sealtest milk also? Is that because you see it advertised more, do you think, or... You,
I watch what, Master?
You watch what?
What's TV?
Oh, TV.
No, we just always use Sealtest.
You actually watch Bat Masterson show? You like the show?
Very much.
What's the name of the actor?
Gene Barry?
Gene Barry. I see it now and then. With the cane and the derby hat.
Right.
Mhm. Did you see the show last week?
No, I missed it last week. Didn't get to see it. I want to get back tonight so
He's
she'll
the
get
one that
out of
watches
here.
television tonight.
Some people buy a brand out of habit. At least they aren't conscious of a distinct reason.
So I'm sort of taking a little survey personally here.
Well, I don't know. I just always pick up Sealtest. We like it. And about
youngsters, they just eat plenty of it. Well, I tell you, we like a lot of vanilla because they like to make chocolate milk with it and chocolate syrup over, so I eat just all vanilla. And I get bored once in a while, but usually Sealtest. I don't know why. I seem to like it.
You say, what'd you say about usually Sealtest?
Yeah,
Do you always get the one brand or?
We always use Sealtest.
You do? Well, the reason I'm asking, I'm thinking of getting rid of one of these brands in here. I'm getting so many brands. I've got to decide on what one to bring.
Don't get rid of Sealtest.
What's that?
I said, don't get rid of Sealtest. Not because we know a thing about the company, but we just like the ice cream.
That's their milk, too. You use the milk, too. Is there any special reason why you use?
I suppose it's just habit. I don't know of any other reason.
Well, you must like it.
Satisfied. That's right.
Used to a brand and know it's always find it good, while you just keep picking it up.
I see.
We've always found it. It's what we was expecting, so we just always pick it up.
Used it a long time.
Of course, these are only a few highlights of all the interviews we filmed. Some were a lot of fun, even if they didn't teach us too much.
I love chocolate.
That.
But I'm the only thing to eat it.
The Sealtest.
Chocolate milk, chocolate nut.
Chocolate nut.
I ate almost a half gallon by myself because the rest of the family did not want it. And I'm telling you, I'm too fat to do anything like that.
Wouldn't say
But
that.
my family, everyone I'm loving ice cream. And I have a time. I buy 3.5 gallons on Thursday nights, and I buy 2 more on Monday. They eat a half a gallon. There's 6 of us.
And you really like the chocolate mint?
I love it. I love it. Does it come in smalls?
Yes, I'm sure it does.
Well, they are usually with me here. They're usually with me. And they're usually fussing. You got, and something else I like is butter almond. I don't see it. That's what I wanted tonight.
Butter almond.
But I don't see it. See, Sealtest puts it out. The others have buttered pecan and something else, but we like buttered almond, but there's no half gallon.
I see. Have you taken a look at this?
I don't like raspberries.
You touched ice cream?
I always eat that kind. I don't eat any other.
You do? Your mother always buys it?
Yes, sir. So does my grandmama. And always buys the milk, too.
Is that right?
Right. I like Sealtest ice cream better than the milk.
You do, huh? No, that's because you're a boy.
Right.
Boys would rather eat ice cream than drink milk, huh?
Right. We have, sometimes at school we have ice cream of Sealtest.
You do?
There's little cartons at Roosevelt's.
Oh.
Roosevelt's and get some sometimes.
And what flavors do you have there?
Vanilla chocolate.
Was this your sister?
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.
Now, here's a woman who starts out wanting a pint of red raspberry, and, well, let's see what happens.
Mommy a minute. Pardon me, did I understand you were looking for smaller ones?
Yeah.
Yes, we have some. Right here. These are,
here they are.
pints.
Yeah. That's all I want.
I'm in charge of this counter here of ice cream. I wondered why you picked this red raspberry.
Because it's new. You have to find something new every once in a while. You get so tired of the same thing.
I see. So you're going to eat... Oh, you better put that back there. It's going to get cold.
Don't touch it. And it melts. You hold something.
How do you think you're going to like this red raspberry?
I love raspberry. You want to touch this? Oh, not the ice cream. It starts melting. Your hands are warm, see?
Pardon me?
And it will be pleasing to the eye.
I beg your pardon?
It will be pleasing to the eye, I say.
All the
Red
looks of
and,
it.
yes.
You like the looks of it?
Look, running through it like that.
Yeah.
Must be
You
pretty.
like that picture?
That's cute.
Uh-huh.
I like that.
Yes.
On the corner here.
Pardon?
The one on the top of
Oh, yeah. You mind stepping over here and telling me how you like the package? I'm just interested in
Oh, the package?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You like the looks of the fruit?
Well, the fruit looks luscious, I tell you. Perfect berries,
Yes.
don't they?
Well, I just work for the store, but I must admit it does look...
It does, really. It's very eye appealing, anyway.
Yes.
What's the... You want what? Oh, you want to see them? Yeah. See how pretty?
Come on, you can pick one up and look at it.
Look, aren't they lovely berries? Well, our little package has them too, see?
Let's just get a second one. I can't decide on anything else. We'll get a big one and put the little one back.
All good.
Maury talked with one more woman in the ice cream section. Well, actually, that's not a fair statement because she did all the talking. This woman should be in politics.
I know. I've tried them ever since y'all been But this one I use more than any other.
What's that?
The three, because see, I got one that eats nothing but chocolate, and chocolate strawberry, you know. Well, if I get a half a gallon of chocolate, the other don't care much about that. So this way, I can really fix them both up.
I see. Do you always buy that same brand?
Yes, Sealtest. Yeah.
Why is that? I mean, I'm in charge of all the ice cream. It doesn't...
Oh, yeah? Well, it's just the best, that's all. The quality, everything about it's better. Really, I mean, the funny part, we've got friends with both Borden's and Sealtest. Real good. Of course, I can't tell in there. I mean, we go to conventions, drug conventions every year, you know, and there they are. I mean, and they're good friends and all, but and I don't say anything about it. I'll go in each room and eat both their ice creams, you know, and all that, but I swear that it just is.
There is a difference.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In fact, I've always used all the Sealtest product. I mean, the milk and, you know, just all of it.
Yeah.
I've never got any of the Sealtest, products that was bad. And that means a lot.
Boy, you can't say anything better than that.
That's right, and it's true.
You interested in this red raspberry?
Well, I don't know. I'm afraid that, I know one of my... I don't eat ice cream myself. I mean, I know when it tastes good. I eat this once in a while, but my husband's on a diet now. He is the ice cream eater.
Oh, I see.
Brother, I'm telling you. And I just don't, I hesitate to buy it because I don't have enough. The kids will just eat this. One of them will eat this, but I don't know.
Well, you know, they come out every 2 months with a new flavor like this.
Yeah, well, I know. I told you I buy them of the new ones. I tried the new ones. What was the last one I tried? Choco nut. Choco nut, yeah.
You like that?
Tried that. Well, I liked it. The kids didn't. Now, one of them won't eat nuts. I am the devil of a
You really have to buy
And I'll tell you, one of my kids is that lemon, vanilla. Vanilla. Yeah, they both like that.
Do you buy for price or you buy for the name?
By quality. That's what my husband's always told me. He's in the he's in the wholesale. I mean, but he's always told me, we might not ever have anything. We don't. But he said, don't ever come up short on the groceries and buy. He likes the best. I mean, you know, in food, he loves to eat. That's why he's on a diet now. See, he's got this...
A corporation.
Too much of yep. He's put too much into that. I told him, I said, look at the money. Now, he comes home and he's got... He's got to have cottage cheese and, let's see what, these big apples that cost 15 cents a piece. They're the best ones, you know. You had to have those. And he came in the other night with buttermilk. Of course, I don't ever use buttermilk, but he's got to drink that now. So we've got about half a dozen extra things in my refrigerator for that dieting, you know. And he's drinking Metrocal besides. I said, that's costing a good gosh.
You have to keep a real running list of what he needs.
That Metrocal, you know, that stuff's $1.39 for a little can. You have to drink one of those a day. Well, I told him.
I wanted to ask you, do you watch the show that Sealtest has, the television show?
Which one is it? I don't look at much TV anymore.
You don't?
I look,
it's a
but...
Western.
My kids could say, I've seen... What is it? Terry?
Yeah, Sonny.
Come here, bud. What is the Western show?
Come on over here.
Sealtest, you know, Sealtest.
Come over here.
Is it Bat Masters?
Bat
Masters?
Bat Masters?
Is that it, bud? The Sealtest Bat Masters.
Yeah. You watch that?
Yes, sir.
You like ice cream?
Yes, sir.
And what kind do you buy? Just to see if he knows the answer.
Yeah, what kind of pass?
Sealtest.
He does, you know.
What happened here?
Welcome, everybody, to the fabulous game show for mobile dealers, The Bottom Line. The Bottom Line, where your performance is the key to wonderful awards, prizes, and profits. And now, here's the host of our show, the one and only Bill Collins.
Fine, thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you kindly. Hi there, folks. We have some great things in store for you today, and throughout the coming year, for that matter. Super prizes, super profits, fun, and games. Audience participation. Everybody can win, so are you all ready for the excitement galore? How about you contestants over there? You ready to go? Take a look at them over there, folks. Our contestants for today, 3 up-and-coming, hard-charging mobile dealers. Now, first, we have here Suburban Sam, pride of the suburbs. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Sam.
Hi, Mom.
What else, Sam?
Well, my station's about 15 miles from the big city.
Yeah.
And we do a big commuter business, about 48,000 gallons a month. Very good backroom business. We keep all 3 bays pretty busy most of the time.
Congratulations and well done, Sam. In the middle, we have Big City Bob. Hello, Bob. Tell us a little bit about you.
We really pump out the gallons, just about over 1 million a year, you know. But those independents, they give me fits. But I'm going to show them. I'm going to show them. I'm going to stay open 24 hours a day. And if there's a car on the road, day or night, they got to see me.
Bob, that is the way to stay competitive. Finally, on the far right, we have Down Home Dave. Hi, Down Home. Or Dave. Tell us about you.
Well, my station's a long spit from a big aircraft plant. Their last ship breaks at midnight. You can bet that we're sitting right there, lights ablaze and ready for them. One thing's for sure, you can't let any grass grow under your feet in this business. We get plenty of friends and neighbors, too. Good customers.
Sock a tune, Dave. Stay in there pitching. Contestants, if you're all ready, stand by. Now, if you're eager now, and we hope you are, wait till you see some of the sensational prizes you could win today and in the months ahead. And you too, folks, all you good dealers out there in the audience, all you have to do is get out there and perform this year, and you too will be big winners. Girls, come on in and give us an opportunity to see some of the things that can be won. There we go. Show us what's going up for grabs here, ladies. Hey, look at that. And for that matter, look at that. Look at all those prizes. Wonder what they can be. That's a little bit of a secret for now, but I will tell you, you ain't seen nothing yet. Now, that's not all, folks. For the dealers who really get out there and sell, there's not only all of these fabulous prizes, there's a chance to win the grandest prize of all, our mystery trip. Where will it be this year? Will you say Spain? Bermuda? Trenton, New Jersey? We'll find out more about that at the end of the show. And now, gentlemen, if you're ready, it's time to play the bottom line. Now, you all want to know what the bottom line means? Profit. And you all know what generates more profit? Performance, hustle, beating the out of the competition. Seems like you just can't get away from those sensors no matter where you go. Anyway, this year you got to sell that gas and protect your market position. Now, move that mobile oil. Keep those customers coming back again and again. Remember, performance is where the bottom line begins. Now, how do you qualify for those fabulous awards and the prizes of the bottom line? Take a look, if you will, at this number. The number is 105. And remember that number very well, friends, because it stands for 105%. That's what each dealer needs. To qualify for the big mystery trip, you need to exceed last year's gasoline sales by 5%. So, equal last year with 100%, then exceed it by 5%. 105. That's the key. And that's what's going to be the toughest competition ever. Now, where do you think that mystery trip might be? Well, let me give you a little clue. You can bet you won't be disappointed. Now then, on with the game. We have 3 categories over here today. Driveway service, taking extra good care of those customers when they come in. Service station appearance. The more attractive your station is to the customer, the more he or she will come back. And motor oil. The more mobile oil you sell, the more oil you'll buy, and the more chances to win. Now, every time you score, you win award certificates. Some of them will give you a chance to get valuable prizes right away, and some of them won't. But all of them can give you a chance to win that mystery trip. It's a cinch you'll be treated royally. Okay, now, Suburban Sam, Big City Bob, Down Home Dave, you can select one category or more than one. Obviously, the more categories you choose, the more you'll do well in, the more prizes you will eventually win. Now it's time to begin our game. Our first contestant is Suburban Sam, pride of the suburbs. You're looking good in there, Sam. Sam, first off, do you qualify for the mystery trip? Did you match the magic number of 105? That's 100% of last year's gasoline sales, plus 5% extra.
I did, Bill. Hustled my off to do it. I did.
Good man, Sam. That means you qualify. Now then, Sam, choose your category. Take a look at the board and tell me what it'll be. Will it be driveway service, service station appearance, motor oil?
I'll take motor oil.
Okay, Sam, good luck to you. Now, there are two ways you can win in this category. One is purchases. The other is how consistently you check oil on the driveway. Got that? Now, Sam, for the first big question, did you equal your 1975 year-to-date total motor oil purchases for the month of May?
I did, Bill. I looked under so many hoods, I'm starting to look like the hunchback of Notre Dame.
Good going, Sam. You win yourself one award certificate, and you move on to a chance for prize winning. Now, you hang on to that certificate, Sam, and we'll show you what to do with it in just a minute. It could be worth a valuable prize. Here's your next question, Sam. Did you exceed last year's motor oil purchases?
I sure did. 104%.
Sam, you got yourself another certificate, and there it is. Sam, I want to mention here, if you'd have purchased 108%, you would have won a third certificate. The more motor oil you buy, the more chances you accumulate to win. Now, Sam, for the last question. It relates to the driveway service program, but it's still in the category of motor oil. Sam, when Mr. Daniels was in last week, did you check or offer to check his oil? Now, think about it, Sam. That's an important question because how you rate on checking oil is a key ingredient to performance.
Well, Bill, I don't just offhand know or remember who Mr. Daniels is, but I make it a habit to check everybody's oil, so I'll have to say yes.
You say yes? Sam, that's right, you did. And it's another certificate for you. Sam, you're racking up those old award certificates, and don't you forget this. The more mobile oil you buy, the more chances you have for prizes and for our sensational mystery trip. And now for our next contestant, Big City Bob. Bob, right off, do you qualify? Did you meet that magic gasoline number of 105? Are you getting your share of the consumer's business?
Just barely, Bill, but I made it.
Okay.
I made it.
Good for you. That's good enough. What's your category?
I'll try driveway service.
Driveway service. Okay, that's a good category, Bob. You obviously are aware that this is where good service starts. Customers won't come back if they don't get good attention. Now, this year, we all have to get back to the basics of retailing. Otherwise, our competitors will gobble us up. Driveway service involves a questionnaire. And, Bob, you need a string of yes answers to win. Our computer, Bob, shows that you were shopped just this morning.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to see how Mrs. Franklin, that's the shopper, rates Bob. First question, Bob. Were you courteous to the customer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, Bob, you were. And according to the computer, Mrs. Franklin said you were, and she marked you yes. Second question, Bob. Did you clean her windshield? It's an important one.
I might have forgotten that.
Bob, you're right. You did forget. And Mrs. Franklin marked it that way on the questionnaire. But don't give up, Bob, because you'll have plenty more chances this year to make it up. Remember, it's all up to you. Okay, let's turn now to down-home Dave. Dave, ready to go?
Yep.
All right, now how about your qualifying for the mystery trip, Dave? Are you 5% over last year in gasoline sales?
Yep.
How much over?
A whole lot, Bill. A whole lot. Hustle is my middle name.
And that's a good middle name to have. What category you want to try?
I've got my eye on all three categories, Bill.
All three categories is terrific, Dave. That is the way to pile up those profits. Okay, let's see how Dave's performance today measures up. Our hidden cameras are going to tell the story. Nice going, Dave. What customer wouldn't want to come back to that station? Dave, you win 3 award certificates.
You come on down to my place, Bill. I'll show you what appearance really means.
Dave, I'll be very happy to take you up on that visit. Thank you, Dave. Now, let's get back to Suburban Sam. Sam, what category are you interested in?
I'll take appearance.
Okay. Shopping report on Suburban Sam. Were the office windows clean? Were the personnel dressed correctly? What was the condition of the yard area? How about this and all the other things that are so important to you? Okay, contestants, now it's time to see who wins the prizes. Pick up those certificates there of yours down home, Dave, because you really have a pile of them.
Yes, sir.
And, fellas, while we're talking about those certificates, simply scratch off the gold circle here and see what's underneath. If it's a Pegasus symbol, you are a winner. Now, remember, some of the award certificates might not have value for prizes, but all of them put you in running for the big mystery trip. A trip, by the way, that will grace any holiday. That's sort of another little clue there, friends. Now, let's see what you all have won. There's something for you there, Sam.
Boy,
ready to have a picnic of your own? Bob seems to be sadly lacking in your directing. There, look there, going right by.
Should have tried harder.
Well, it's always a good idea, Bob. Look at what's happening to Dave here. Dave? Is this all his? It is? Look at that. Dave is getting loaded. With prizes, of course. More for Dave? All right. Here comes something else for you, Dave.
Something else?
Yes, not an afterthought, the coffee maker. Dave, you are a winner if I ever saw one. Now, fellas, don't throw away this side of your award certificate. Now, since you're all at least 5% ahead of last year's gasoline sales, you're all still in the running for the mystery trip. The more certificates you have, the better your chances. Now, I might add right here that the mystery trip is not to Mount Rainier. But if you look closely, there's got to be a clue in there somewhere. And speaking of that, Dave did all right, didn't he? But you out there, actually, you can do as well or better. The first thing you have to do is hit 105 in gasoline sales. And in this big 1976 coming up, that shouldn't be hard. Not if you really put out. Performance. Hit it hard. Get your share of the consumer's business. Now, we have a lot more super prizes back there, and in a short while, we'll be back to show them to you. And we'll also be seeing that prize of prizes, our mystery trip. But right now, I think what you out there would like to know is how these prizes can be yours. In the next few minutes, we'll be finding out.
And here he is again, folks, that guru of game shows, that prince of prizes, that promoter of profits, that merry man of the mystery trip, Bill Cullen.
Thank you all again very kindly. We don't want to keep you in suspense any longer. Why don't you come with us now on a visual feast, a journey among the prizes that can be yours. This year, the best ever. Hey, isn't that something? And all it takes is for you to get out there and outsell your competition for a big share of the business. And now for the biggest prize of all. Are you still wondering about that mystery trip? Well, I'm going to tell you right now where you lucky winners are going to be going. You are going to be going to... Hey, no more fun and games with the bleeps, fellas. I've been waiting long enough.
Fabled Monte Carlo, the center of the French Riviera, the Côte d'Azur, playground of the rich and beautiful and famous. Here the waters are warm and clear, people interesting and attractive. You won't lack for things to do in Monte Carlo. In fact, you may never want to come home.